Alright, so we haven't been on in a while. We got two big surprises for the Family Man racing family here. One surprise, not a good surprise. The second surprise is a good surprise. It's a new project car that, for those paying attention, saw it like a year ago. But when we come back, now you'll see a bad surprise. Little beat up. So had a bit of an accident. Went through a cornfield. Best I can tell from memory and what happened in the log is that just letting off the gas, there was a binding or something steering wise in the all-wheel drive system. Pulled the car left, crossed the center, wouldn't correct at all, hit a ditch, flipped end over end. Obviously that's how it got beat up so bad on the back. Cage and everything kept me safe and healthy, and not really a scratch on me. And the reason it's so cut up now is because pulled everything out of it, sold it, parted out the motor, the transfer case, anything that was good. Some things like the ECU, pulled that out, and it's going to go into the next project. Some things just not really savable that got beat up a little bit, but overall the interior of the car was actually really good. Anything that I welded with the subframes and suspension, really good. It's just the sheet metal, not good at all. No, he was pretty upset about it. Yeah. So, but if it would have happened at the track, same thing could have happened. It would have been a lot faster speeds and concrete instead of soft dirt. Another car, spectator. So I'm very grateful and thankful that where it happened, how it happened. Obviously it'd be better if it didn't happen, but since it did, it's all good. And like I said, parted out some of it to fund the next project. At times difficult to do, but for the most part, no big deal. Just a car, right? So it held up pretty well, though. I mean, it looks awful now, but the all of the cage and suspension stuff and everything was good. Honestly, it would have been reusable to cut here and tube the front, but did get banged up pretty bad back there. That wasn't worth trying to save the car. So I mean, you can see it crunched in there, and it did bend the shock tower in there. Front wise would have been workable. So that is that. We're gonna probably put some sad music in here and tribute to the old green bean with some pictures and video. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are currently waiting for my wife to bring me the air compressor just in case the front and rear tires of our project car are flat. Long story short, half our road is closed. Not easy to get in and out with the trailer, so that's why we're waiting. Exciting. Our drug dealer's pulling in.
Yeah, the black
Gotta make
those.
Gotta make the handoff. Let's make the trade.
Got the good stuff.
Doing a drug deal here in the parking lot.
Here's your battery.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh man.
So stinking windy out.
Yeah. Party foul.
It's just plastic. It's
I've already seen it. MR2, 1992. A little rough. It was repainted. They started to wet sand it, stopped, didn't paint everything. So I think what we're going to do is probably get it wrapped. Nice. He's not doing the splits to get that shot. You're awesome, dude. Where's the motor?
It's completely gone.
Do you know where the motor's supposed to be?
Yeah.
All right. Now that's gone too. You want to see?
The motor goes back here, actually.
Yeah. Perfect for whatever motor we want to put in. And then these are the wheels that we're going to run on back. That's a 275 wide tire. And we just got to roll the fenders. And that's some meats. Yeah.
Yup.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the key is in it, so we're good. Couldn't remember. Sweet. All right, well, let's put the T-tops on.
So we're getting it on the trailer now.
Turn left. Keep turning left. All right, now start straightening it out.
Mike is steering.
Oh, that's not straight, dude. You're gonna roll off the edge.
Which side?
Go left. More left. Okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah, these really close.
Now straight.
Good.
Alright, I'm gonna let you back out. We need to readjust. Let's see if I can push it over this ledge. Oh. Alright. Not far enough.
No. Attempt 2 of getting it on the trailer. What's up?
Okay, it's on. How was that ride, Micah?
Whiplash. Back or? Well, yeah, I could hop over, I guess.
Just
So,
don't bash.
The door
Ejecto
didn't fit
Cedo.
over,
Oh, there you go. Nice.
so Mike is getting ejected out of the car currently.
You're good. Sweet.
He's not trapped anymore.
Well, we'll just leave the T-top out then. Sketch. All right, this ought to be fun. All right, I need 2 hands for this. If we haven't mentioned it, there are no brakes. I'm so glad that bumper support is holding. Made it. Now we have to push it. Good news is it's easy to push around. Bad news is it's because there's nothing in it. All right, we're gonna go front to back of the plan. So up here, no motor, obviously. It's a bit of a mess. We plan to black out all of this, and then the the ABS, plan to delete that. I have this engineered freely mounts that bolts down there for a Willwood proportioning valve. Should be able to bend the stock lines around, and then this came with some adapter, the stock stuff. He hasn't used it for this before, for an ABS delete, but should work. And of course, the guys that follow me know you gotta have fog lights, so we have fog lights for up here. And then unfortunately this radiator is damaged a little bit, so I think we're gonna have to replace the radiator and build a new lower support because it's beat up. So Mishimoto makes a nice radiator and fan setup, and then eventually I want a vented hood, and then you just cut out the back of the metal there, and it'll be extractor vent. So that's it up here. Interior is the most important part of the entire car. T-tops. Come on. It's the best.
Amazing.
It is. The interior looks rough because of the seats and the lack of panels, but it's actually in pretty good shape. The dash isn't cracked, cleans up well, steering wheel isn't too bad, but I'm 6'2" with a long torso, short legs, and I barely fit in here with stock seats. Aftermarket seats are worse. So unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to do fixed back seats. I have a Wilhelm kit that allows fixed seats really low. So that's probably what we'll have to do there. Other cool part of the interior is this really cool 3D printed dash to replace that. FuelTech FT550, the wideband sensor, and then this is an aftermarket fuel gauge because unfortunately I lose the stock one. And right now we plan to use the stock fuel tank, which is in the middle of the car for good weight distribution. And so I wanted to tap into the stock level. Other part of the interior is, if you follow me, you know I love auto transmissions, so it's going to have an automatic transmission. The question is do we use the TCI Outlaw shifter with all kinds of cool buttons to wire into the fuel tech, or do we go OEM, no cool buttons, but looks OEM? So
I like the Outlaw.
well, there you go. What do the viewers say? Comment below. Engine, we showed this earlier, there is no engine.
There's not?
There is normally a 3S GTE Toyota motor in here, and we're going to use a 4G63 Mitsubishi motor, of course. 4G swap, all things. Problem with that is the engines are flipped. So 3S GTE, motors here, trans is there, 4G63 is opposite. So I don't know, Bree, if you can show this mount here, that's gonna likely be in the way of the timing components and accessories and stuff, alternator. So I'm gonna have to cut that out and move a mount up there, and then also straight below that, yeah, let me steal this. There is a notch in the frame for the transmission. And then on this side, there is no notch. So that's gonna be one of the first tasks, is to notch that out, plate it for the W4A33 Mitsubishi automatic transmission. So this will work well, deleting that, build my own solid mount for the trans here, and then we'll make something there. Front rear roll stop done. I have to figure out axles yet, and that's it back here. The back and forth on intercooling, it should be probably 500-600 wheel horsepower car. Air to air works. Some guys do cut out the trunk for air to air intercooler like a normal 3-inch deal. I intend to drive the car as much as possible, daily drive it actually. So I don't want to take up the trunk. You can squeeze a big top mount air to air in there, so may try that. But I also have a water to air option that would take up about a third to half of the trunk space. So that could be an option too. And that, oh, we gotta show, the car is intended to be, do all things. Daily drive, some autocross, some drag racing, like hard tire, no prep. We have to get it ready. It's November. We have to have it ready by sick week in February. It's a little bit to do. And but related to my point of do all things is I bought a lot of Wilhelm Racing stuff. So this is his single adjustable coilovers, Coney struts with his adapter stuff, the extreme version, which adds more caster and built-in camber, and then all of his, they're all boxed up yet, and I have no idea where it goes. Luckily it has instructions, but his geometry correction kit. So he has a lot of cool data on his website, and on when you lower these things, how bad the suspension geometry gets, and he has a kit that fixes all that. So that's it. The motor is with CAC Performance right now. My buddy Donnie is doing the full long block because we are short on time. Normally I would do it, but outsourcing that to him. It'll be a 2.3 stroker, Eagle crank, K1 rods, Wiseco HD pistons, Kelford 272 cams, pretty cool stuff over here. Oh, Steel Tech wiring harness. I bought an Evo 3 intake manifold, and I really love this. This is the OG 4G swap valve cover from the 3000, and so I'm going to use that in here. And Ohm Racing makes this really neat kit for the IGN 1A coils, also from the 3000. So kind of lives on in parts into the new project. And that's about it. I mean, it's kind of a middle of the road budget. It's not, you know, full race car budget, but it's not, you know, bottom barrel parts on like coilovers and stuff like that. So it's being built with part out money from the 3000. So a little bittersweet. Obviously we had a lot of good memories in that car and met a lot of good people. But the memories live on, and as do the friendships, and the car is just a car. So And then a lot of those parts are making its way into our new build. So new memories, new friends, and that's it. Hang on, we got a lot of work to do in 2 months. Oh, and if you do like 3000s, we still have, we're gonna work on Micah's car. It's 4G swapped, and he wants to do built motor on that. And wouldn't put it past me buying another 3000 also. Ideas up here. So that's it. Thanks for following along, and keep you updated on this.
It's a little chilly outside.
Stop.